the desire is always there a little bit because this is what I love to do and I still do it. And even when as far as last year, like as long as I've been outside of WWE, I've never petitioned to come back. And it's just because I just didn't look at it like an option after the second time. After the first time, sure, but after the second time, it's like I got to move on. I still want to wrestle, but it's just not going to be on television with WWE, and that's okay. I can do it. I can do other things in the business as well as time goes on. But this last year at the Royal Rumble was the first time in it's been well over 10 years. I'd seen MVP come back, I've seen Shelton come back, I've seen Carlito come back, and I kind of felt like, it's been 10 years. I mean, it feels like a good time. It's been so long. It's like, who else can they bring back that'll be a bigger surprise at this point out of at least those guys that have been gone? And I just kind of felt like it was me. And then when you also think of the whole Bobby Lashley aspect, the idea of the Hurt Lock, Master Lock thing. And so when Royal Rumble came around, I kind of started petitioning for it a little bit. And there was some talks with even like some of the people I knew within WWE. So it wasn't like it was just, going on deaf ears. But Bobby Lashley ended up not being in the Rumble. If you remember, everything changed and everything got flipped upside down. Yeah. And so that kind of took a lot of steam out of it, because let me just make one thing clear before you move off of this. When I did petition for this, it wasn't for the sake of like, oh, I need to make a comeback to WWE, or I want to make a comeback and this should be lead to something. I know as wrestling fans, we're always looking for that oh shit moment. You know what I mean? I might have to bleep that, but you're always looking for that moment where if you got your wrestling bed next to you, you're going to be hitting him on the shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, whoa. And I kind of felt like if Bobby Lashley was in the Rumble and he's working that, and you get that countdown and you hit the OG masterpiece theme, the slow one, and you do that, you're going to have a moment, maybe not off the younger fans, although a lot of them do see the network, but you get a lot of guys who are, within our age, I'd say collectively, or even within maybe 10 years, because a lot of the guys like Austin Theory and all of that, these younger 20-year-old guys, they were like 10 when I was up there or whatever. So, and that translates to fans as well. So I feel like you have a lot of those guys who think, oh my God, and it'd be that moment, Hurt Lock, Master Lock, like, oh, it's finally going to go down. What's going to happen? And so it would be one of those moments. And that's what we're always looking for as fans in the business. You're looking for those moments because those are what we live for. So like the only reason I highlight that is because I feel like that's important for everybody to know that like literally this was just it was about the moment. It was about giving the moment to the fans. It was for myself too, but it was, again, it's not me trying to petition for Chris Masters comeback in WWE full time. It's like, hey, this would be cool. Let's give them this moment, because everybody's always on Twitter and Instagram talking about the Master Lock, Hurt Lock, Master Lock, Hurt Lock, Master Lock, Hurt Lock. Bobby and me obviously know each other real well, and I just felt like it would be a cool moment. And I still hope, cross my fingers that we can make that moment happen, just because obviously it'd be cool for me, but I think it would be cool for all of you, all the fans, everybody in general. I think we could do something really cool, even if it was very brief.